Aloha fam, Spanik here, coach of your Reno Acerola. And the reason I say Aloha fams is because when this game gets uploaded, I will be relaxing on a beach in Hawaii. Not sure which island I'm going to be on when this video goes up, but I will be in Hawaii, in the state of Hawaii. So I'm going to be having the time of my life there. But in the meantime, here's a draft analysis for you all for ICBA Season 2. Season 1, we finished with a 3-7 record. I kind of was out of playoff contention and may have forfeited my last game. Even though that I realized I kind of had a chance still. Like, it was a microscopic chance. It was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers making the wild card microscopic chance last season in the NFL. About the same chance as that. But what are you going to do? So anyway, it's a new season with more megas released, so therefore more S tier mons to break. As a result of the new S tiers being released, we decided to unban certain mons in the ICBA. Like Mega Metagross is unbanned, Mega Mawile is now unbanned, Aegislash is now unbanned, along with all the other mons we had unbanned originally: Hoopa Unbound, Veramosa, Kyron Black, Magearna, things like that. And I got the first overall pick in this draft. I was hyped to get the first overall pick because with all these broken mons, I have access to everything. I could have gotten Aegislash, Mega Mawile. I had at my disposal any broken mon in the world. And what better broken mon to pick than Mega Metagross? Yes, if you've seen... I keep prefacing this every time someone wants Mega Metagross unbanned in League. Watch A-Drive's UCL Season 1. Just binge watch that entire season. And that season itself explains why Mega Metagross is broken and should be banned. Because look at this stat distribution. 145 attack, 110 speed. It has Lando T's attack and Latios' speed with base 150 defense, so this thing could even tank hits. 80 HP is actually not too bad. 105 special attack. You could slap grass down on this thing and be able to take out something like a Rhydon or a Rhyperior that has good physical defense. But Garbus Bedef, this mon is dangerous. Also, you have the Tough Claws ability, which makes physical contact moves stronger. I think it gives it a life orb boost. Yeah, 1.3. It gives it a life orb boost. So moves like Meteor Mash, Elemental Punches, Zen Headbutt, Superpower. I think Superpower is physical contact. Hammer Arm. All these moves that Metagross gets, they get the Tough Claws boost and do extra damage. Plus Metagross gets Rock Polish. It could be a sweeper even. So yeah, anyway, Mega Metagross, this was the fun I took first overall, and you could see why it just speaks for itself. Just watch A-Drive's UCL Season 1. That was... wow, that's just Mega Metagross in a nutshell. I believe he finished like 25-2 with that thing. That's crazy. It was just crazy. May have gotten over 30 kills. If anyone could get the final KD of Mega Metagross in UCL Season 1, let me know in the comments section. I think it was 25-2. I could be off on that though. Anyway, for the ICBA this season, my mons will have a nickname theme. They will be named after friends from other leagues. So Mega Metagross, what better person to name Mega Metagross after than my boy Matt Metagross? Just gonna call him Matt because I can't fit Matt Metagross. Matt Metagross is actually participating in the ICBA D League under the team in the Washington Red Skitty. So I have to look out for him. He's a great guy, great battler. Even though I beat him twice, but still he's a great guy, great battler. Next up, I definitely wanted a mon that had good type synergy with Mega Metagross, and I've been watching A-Drive's UCL Season 1 recently. Just to gauge an idea of how to use Mega Metagross, even though it's not that hard to use. I knew I was going to take it first overall, so I want an idea of what monster to draft around it. So I was thinking, maybe I should get a Dragon type. What Dragon did A-Drive use on his UCL Season 1 team? Hydreigon. Now, this mon, in and of itself, is a complete monster. It's one of the best wall breakers with great move pool, to attack from both sides, attack and special attack, with 105 physical attack. That's actually really good. 125 special attack's even better. Dark Dragon's pretty good offensive typing, but it's Dark Pulse, Draco, Dragon Pulse. Then it gets Flash Cannon as well, Fire Blast, Earth Power. all that coverage. You can nuke steel types. You could hit fairy types with flash cannon. It's a pretty solid Z move user. I believe I made this one of my Z mons as well for that reason. Am I still recording? Because I had a scared yet. Okay, yeah, I'm still recording. Because I had an issue. As I tried recording this earlier, and I had an issue with the recording. It stopped at a certain point for some reason. So I just wanted to check if I'm still recording, and I am. Okay, good. Anyway, back to the analysis. Hydreigon, pretty solid bulk as well. Excellent move pool. Good wall breaker. Good type synergy with Mega Metagross with Steel Psychic and Dark Dragon. And with Levitate as well, so it could switch in on Earthquakes that threaten Mega Metagross. Resist the Dark hits. Mega Metagross takes the Fairy hits that this thing doesn't like, among other things. And it get hit back fighting types with Psychic moves. Hydreigon's going to have an interesting name. I'm going to go with the 3-for-1 with Hydreigon. Because 3 heads, Hydreigon's going to be named J. In UTL Season 5, we had 3 Js. My boy JT's, whose sets have been featured on this channel before. My boy J, a.k.a. It's Hoops, who's participating in ICBA D-League under the name Springfield Stallers. And this other guy, J, just the letter J, who quit mods after the draft of UTL Season 5. So to encompass all 3 of them, I'm going to just name Hydreigon J. So yeah, congratulations, all 3 J's are named after one mon, because 3 heads. Anyway, back to this. So I had the wheel pick, and I think I may have jumped the gun early on this mon, but I really didn't know what else I wanted, and I know I wanted a good fire type. And Mega Metagross, because I took Mega Metagross, I had to take away 50 points from my free mons, so I wanted to jump into tier 3 right away, and I decided to pick up Arcanine. Arcanine, nice fire type, good bulk option. Reason I wanted to pick up Arcanine more than anything was because of, 1, the fire immunity for Flash Fire, Intimidate, and also the option with Intimidate. Also, its third ability, which not many people know about, Justified. Not many people know Arcanine gets Justified. I barely see it used. I mostly see Intimidate and Flash Fire used, but Justified Arcanine actually works really well with my team, because Mega Metagross does not appreciate Dark hits. That turns Arcanine into a switch-in for Dark types, because not many mons are going to want to give Arcanine a Justified boost plus 1 attack. I can run this thing bulky with Morning Sun. I can run as an Intimidate set to cripple physical attackers. Has a great move pool. I think I made this another one of my Z-mons as well. So it has a good, because of his great coverage, Outrage, I can run Devastating Drake, Wild Charge, Gigabolt Havoc, Inferno Overdrive. I can even run Z Sunny Day if I wanted to. And what better person to name my Arcanine after than a guy in the UTL who drafted it many seasons and has had very good success with it, to the point that it's become one of his staple mons in drafts. I'm of course referring to the commissioner of the UTL, Beardy Bennett. I keep spelling your name wrong, goddammit. Am I still recording? I am. Okay, good. Yeah, because this is about where the point where the recording cut out the last time. So yeah, so Beardy Bennett, you're going to be my Arcanine. Just because of yeah, in fact you used it in so many leagues and it's appropriately named now. I one time ran Devastating Drake Arcanine in the league to beat a Goodra and it worked. So that's why I have Arcanine as a Z-mon. It's a really underrated Z user, in my opinion. There's really not much to say. It's good as a bulk option. It's a good mixed attacker, extreme speed priority. Plus the type synergy is nice with Mega Metagross too. Justified really helps out Mega Metagross. Next mon is also going to be helped out by the Justified of Arcanine, and that's Mimikyu. Mimikyu is a Ghost Fairy type. It completes my Fairy Steel Dragon Core with Hydreigon and Mega Metagross. And really, the type synergy is there with these mons. Mimikyu doesn't like Dark types, so Hydreigon to take hits, as could Arcanine with the Justified. Mimikyu doesn't like Steel hits either. Metagross just eats Steel hits. Metagross doesn't like... what does Metagross... Metagross doesn't like Earthquake. Hydreigon deals with that. Hydreigon doesn't like... Yeah, I explained the type synergy between Hydreigon and Mega Metagross already, so I'm just rambling at this point. Thing about Mimikyu that I like, it's one of the best sit-up users in the game, just as Johnny GB, coach of the Oregon Ducklets. With SD, bulk up, and the disguise ability, it's really a good sit-up user. It's essentially getting a free +2 no matter what. Unless you just click Will-O-Wisp, because I think Will-O-Wisp goes through disguise. Essentially with disguise, it gets a really poor man's sub up as soon as it comes in. It's 1 HP sub. That gives you plenty of time to set up a Swords Dance or start setting up bulk ups, or even just go right for the attack. If you run Sash, you can get 2 SDs up. But then I don't recommend that, as this thing has not the right speed for it to be a fast Sash user. So it's essentially you're going to end up spamming Shadow Sneak and getting your ass handed to you. But it does have a good move pool though. It gets Woodhammer, Leech Life, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, Play Rough. Could be a very good physical option. I used this mon once before in NBA. Johnny GB knows of the threat that this mon of what this mon can do, because I swept him with it. And someone in one of the leagues I'm in actually gave me, well, I'm a spectator in the league, UDL. I used to be a coach, but I dropped out. Actually gave me the idea for the Mimikyu, Hydreigon, Metagross, Fairy Steel Dragon. So I'm going to name Mimikyu after him because he suggested I draft it. And his name was Divinity. So I'm naming Mimikyu after you because you suggested Mimikyu to draft it, and I really like the type synergy between Mimikyu, Hydreigon, and Mega Metagross. I feel like it's a really dangerous core on paper. And in fact, if I could build around that effectively, I could have success here. So yeah, Divinity, you're my Mimikyu. And at this point in the draft, bulky waters were starting to fly. Primarina was gone. I was eyeing that for a fairy before Divinity recommended Mimikyu. Primarina was gone. Suicune was gone. I think Tapu Fini was gone. I was eyeing that because I didn't have a tier 1. So I think Tapu Fini may have been gone too. I think we had Tapu Fini tier 1. May have. Both Thundies were gone. I was thinking about Thundee T for an electric, and I got sniped. That's why I jumped the gun on Arcanine. I was gonna wait on Arcanine, but Thundee T got sniped for me. So Thundee T got sniped. So I was thinking about. So then I decided to jump the gun on the fire type because I did all I wanted because of Thundee T. But because of that, I decided to take my Pokewater now, and I decided on Mantine. The reason being, I needed some hazard removal. Mantine gets Defog. I thought I needed a fighting resist, not named Mimikyu. Mantine gives me a fighting resist, not named Mimikyu. The one problem, though, is that most fighting types get Thunder Punch, and Knockoff as well. So I just gotta worry about that. Gotta keep that in back of my mind for the future of the draft for Electric Resist, not named Hydreigon. But what is Mantine I can't say? I have it in another league. I have it in PBA, and I'm loving it there. It has 3 useful abilities in Swift Swim, Water Absorb, and Water Veil. Swift Swim makes it a potential range setter. It gets Rain Dance. I actually ran Swift Swim Mantine to beat a weather team before, and it worked. I was praying he wouldn't bring Sandy. He didn't bring Sandy, brought the Sun instead, so I set up Mantine in front of his Venusaur and was able to sweep him with it. It doesn't have the best special move pool, but it's not going to need it because it's more of a bulk option. Really, what you're going to run on this thing is like Scald, Air Slash, Roost, and Toxic or Defog or something like that. But Water Absorb and Water Veil are really going to be the 2 abilities you're going to use the most. Water Absorb turns this thing into a nice water immunity, which is great for my Arcanine. And it's a nice Scald. It could be and regardless, Water Veil or Water Absorb making a Scald switch in for Mega Metagross and Hydreigon. They don't appreciate the burns from Scald. And Mantine really does fit in with the team nicely. And Mantine is going to be named after my boy 5'7" West, because Mantine's his favorite Mon, and it's his mascot. He used to coach the Tampa Bay Mantines. He is not participating in ICBA D League, but he is in plenty of other leagues I'm in. So Mantine deserves to be named after him. So now I'm thinking, okay, do I complete my course here, or do I jump on a tier 1 now? I was thinking, do I complete my 3 cores here, or do I just jump on a tier 1? I decided to complete my cores and get Serena, because the reason why I wanted Serena is because spinners were flying, and my only hazard removal right now was a Mantine. So I really felt like I needed a rapid spinner on the team, Enter Serena. One of the best rapid, in my opinion, one of the best rapid spinners in the game. Let's look at his stat distribution. Pretty nice bulk with 98 defenses, 72 HP. 120 attack makes it a potent offensive threat, even if you want a bulky set. Choke kick is also nice because it lowers your enemy's attack stat, so it's really good against physical attackers. Unit speed is not bad. I think that's the same speed. I think it's the same speed as Scizor. It might even be faster. I'm not sure. But anyway, Queen Majesty is also a great ability for it as it blocks priority. So if you try to run speed creep if you try to speed creep like a Tankmon, like a Primarina or something, and he tries to go for Aqua Jet to pick you off when you're low, Queen Majesty can block it, and you just go for Trove Kick and blow it away. Overall good move pool tonight. It's a U-turn setter. It's a nice U-turn setter. I have some U-turn going on here with the Serena and Hydreigon as well. Try to get into Mega Metagross with the momentum on my side. And really not much else to say about Serena. It's mostly going to be a bulky spinner or just a pivot. And my Serena is going to be named after my boy Baylor Beartix, who actually is participating in the ICBA D-League under the name of the Rice Noctowls. So, yeah, he changed his username to Rice Noctowls, but I still know him as Baylor Beartix. So that's why Serena's going to be named Baylor Beartix after him. Alright, so I've completed both my cores, and I still don't have my Tier 1. I know I'm a little paranoid right now because like I said, I lost the recording for the first one, so I'm a little paranoid right now with checking if I'm recording or not. I still am, so we're good. And, okay, I have both my cores ready to go. So I was thinking, I still don't have my Tier 1, and I could use a rocker. Oh, hey! This mon is still around. Terrakion! Ah, yes, Terrakion. What can I say about this mon? It's another offensive threat, another good wall breaker. Now a physical wall breaker to pair with Hydreigon's special wall breaking. Even though this could also sweep, it gets Rock Polish, it gets SD, Poison Jab, Iron Head, Close Combat, Stone Edge, Earthquake. Nice physical move pool on this thing. Stealth Rocks as well. I can run like a Sash set. Even gets Justified, so now it's another Dark type switching. So yeah, I may not have the best Dark Resists, but I have two mons that get Justified. So that makes people think twice about about using a Dark type attack. Where I could go into Justified Arcanine or Justified Terrakion. But this gives me a reliable rocker. This gives me a reliable rocker not named Mega Metagross, which is actually quite nice. I'm going to get roasted for that in the freaking the draft power rankings. I just realized that. I'm going to get roasted for that with no rockers. My only hazard removal being Serena and Mantine so far. Actually, yes, spoiler alert, I don't draft another mon with hazard removal, so my only hazard removal on Mantine and Serena. I do draft another rocker, though, so stay tuned for that. So that's really it with Terrakion. It just breaks things. Breaks things with a pretty good offensive typing and Justified to take dark hits. And what a better way to name this mon than the guy in UTL who ran like 22-5 with this. My boy Derpinator 3001. I know I normally name my Slowbros after him, but I'm making an exception in this case because he completely wrecked shop with Terrakion in the UTL. So now the next mon. I couldn't believe this was still on the board. I love this mon in PBA. It also gives me another rocker. Gives me a nice mixed attacking option, which I don't seem to have on my team currently. Because currently, well, Hydreigon maybe, but this gives me a reliable mixed attacking option, and it's also my last Z-move user. Sandforce Landorus Eye. Couldn't believe this thing was around. I had the points for it, so I figured, why not? Why not just pick one of the best powerhouses in the game? I have this, like I said, I have this on a PBA, and it's completely wrecking shop. Nice move pool on both sides, with physical and special. Gets knockoff. Nice U-turn user. Like I said, I have some nice U-turn going on here, and my next one I draft is going to be a Volt user, because, yeah. So, yeah, Landorus Eye gives me another speed, gives me another nice speed tier with base 101. So now I'm running a really fast, I have so far a really fast offensive team, not really much bulk. because one of my main flaws in ICBA Season 1, I felt my team was too bulky. I didn't have enough instant offense options other than Pheromosa and maybe Keldeo. I tried to build bulk around Pheromosa. I needed more instant offense on that team. In PBA, I drafted a hyper offense team, and it's really working well for me. So I figured I'm going to use that same formula for the ICBA. Atlanta SI really helps a hyper offense option. Nice stat distribution all around with attack and special attack. I can only run Sand Force, which is fine by me. I don't need the Sheer Force, really, because I can actually abuse, because this is my Lizimon, I can run Z Sandstorm and abuse the Sand Force if I wanted to. Sand Force gives all like rock, ground, and steel types a Life Orb boost for that Life Orb. Atlanta is his nickname. He's gonna be named after my boy Hoochmonger. The man I 6-0'd the other day. I spelled his name wrong, god damn it. Hoochmonger. Because Lando comes from a land down under, and so does he. And now I realize I don't have an electric type. I want an electric type. I don't have one. I should get one. I don't have a tier 4. I was looking at Electivire because I felt my team was fast enough. So I was looking at Electivire to give me a nice potential bulkier option with the electric immunity to raise speed if I wanted to. But I realized I don't have a tier 4. So I had to go Manectric. I can understand this being tier 4. I'm fine with going Manectric. I wanted Electivire more, but I'm definitely fine with going Manectric to fill the tier 4 requirement. And it is more of a special attacking option, but the 105 speed is really nice. Gives you another speed tier option. Helps my speed tiers a ton. I wanted originally Raikou as my tier 1, but that got sniped. So I went with Terrakion instead. I think Terrakion definitely works better than Raikou would with my team. I really don't think else I can say about Manectric. Gives me a Volt option to increase my Volt turn. Nice special offensive pivot. Gives you electric immunity with Lightning Rod, which is good for Mantine. S-Arena is also another electric resist. Adds another electric answer. And Manectric is going to be named after the Reno 5. Because Manectric's one of his favorite mons. His favorite mon's Flygon, but Manectric is up there because he loved using Mega Manectric in UTL. I'm gonna be checking my recording a lot, Jesus Christ. Because I'm just paranoid. Manectric was one of his favorite mons to use in WNBA Season 2 and UTL Season 4. UTL Season 4 Mega Zam. Shit, I don't remember when he used Mega Manectric. Anyway, he just loved Mega Manectric when he used it. So that's why he wanted me to name Manectric after him, and I'm fine with that. Now my team is just straight offensive, so I definitely wanted maybe another bulk option other than Mantine. And Serena's more of a pivot than a bulk. And Serena's more utility than straight bulk. Really the only bulky mon I have is Mantine. So I definitely wanted another bulk option. So I decided to pick up a bulky Psychic in Musharna for my tier 5. And Musharna is a very, very good mon for my team because it learns this move. Psychic Terrain. Musharna can set up Psychic Terrain, which could really help my Mega Meta. Mainly because Mega Meta is a Psychic type, so it gets a boost from Psychic Terrain for the Zen Headbutts, plus the Tough Claws boost. GG. Also, Musharna gets Baton Pass, so I can Baton Pass into Mega Metagross in Psychic Terrain. And also, Psychic Terrain, Mega Metagross can't be hit by priority, so Surprise Sucker Punch, not going to happen under Psychic Terrain with my Mega Metagross. Also, this thing is a very solid move pool with Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball, Healing Wish. It's a Cleric, it gets Heal Bell. This is a really nice, I could use a Cleric on the team, a nice bulky Cleric like this. Well, the 7 special attack's actually pretty good. Mediocre defenses, though, at 85, 95, but 116 HP definitely makes up for it. And also, I may have gotten smashed by this thing in another league. So anyway, the last mon kind of does go hand in hand with this, because last mon is Kangaskhan. I definitely wanted to fill a normal type requirement on this team. Oh, Musharna is going to be named It's Sock. Because it was my boy It's Sock. He wanted me to draft it. He thought it would fit well with my team. So yeah, I decided to name it after him. And my last mon is Kangaskhan. I originally wanted Lickilicky with this spot, but I got sniped. So I decided on Kangaskhan because I definitely needed an answer to ghost types. And Kangaskhan gets the ability Scrappy, which allows it to hit ghost type or normal type moves. So I could run this set and completely fuck over so there's a set I want to run with this thing that completely fucks over ghost types, and I'm not going to reveal it. Anyway, this mon is very surprisingly bulky, 105 HP and 80 defenses, which is actually really nice. It gets Wish, so this thing can actually be a Wish passer or a Wish tech user for healing. It's essentially a really nice ghost answer because my team seems to lack one. I don't have a good ghost resist outside of Hydreigon, so this really helps me out against ghost types. And could be a somewhat cleric. It's a Wish passer. Not like Musharna. Musharna is definitely more of like a healing wish user or a heal bell cleric. This is more of a wish passing cleric. Instead of having both in one mon, I have to have them two separate mons. But they each do different things and could go hand in hand. Alright, so that is my team for ICBA Season 2. I hope you like the draft just as much as I do. And I think I like this team. I think we're going to go far. I think we're going to raise the chip this year. We're going to come back from 3-7 to win the chip. So, Spanic out, and I will see you guys when I am back from vacation. Peace out and aloha.